Okay, so in this video, we are going to be talking about tracking weekly and monthly. So all this is going to compound together because a track number grows, and so we're just really helping you set yourself up for success. And I actually was listening today about how important planning was, and for every 1 minute that you set aside in planning saves you 10 minutes of time. And so, I like to take myself out on a date at the end of every month. And then just go to coffee or something with myself. And that way I can sit there and strategize for the next month and figure out what my sales goal is going to be. What's my face goal for the month? How many practice interviews do I want to do that month? And I kind of map it out. And so for every 1 minute I put into that, it makes the rest of my month so much easier. I take a calendar for the whole month, and I am putting any special events on it that I need to know about at the beginning of the month. So I know when I'm working around it. I know when I'm scheduling myself, and I'm making sure my family and my priorities are in there first, and I'm working my business around it. So one of the things, oh my gosh, I love the sheet so much. Some of you are going to love this sheet, and some of you are going to care less about this sheet, but I hope you love this sheet. Oh my gosh. When I decided that I was going to get a car, earn a car, go for it. I think I had been in Mary Kay just a little over a year, and technically I could have done it in 4 months. It only took me 4 months to earn a car once I actually decided to earn a car. And then I just did the activity. And so I give all the glory to income producing activity sheets. These are called IPAs. IPAs. So if you're ever I don't know what to do with my business, you get an IPA sheet, and it tells you exactly what to do every month. And so there's IPA sheets. There's IPA sheets for if you wanted to be in your red jacket, which you do, which is when you have your 3 new team members. There's an IPA sheet for what you should be doing every week if you wanted to drive and earn yourself a free Mary Kay car. And then there's also an IPA sheet if you wanted to go into DIQ and be a future director and change lives. And that's so fun. And that's what we're building. We're building our future national area, and we are looking for 20 offspring sales directors. And so if that is you, and you have leadership in you, and you feel like you just really want to pour into other women, then you want to do the DIQ IPA sheet, and you need to tell me that, and you need to tell me anything. I'm here for you. Just tell me, chitty chat. All right. So what these IPA sheets do is sometimes it's hard to know what to spend your time with, right? With your business, because you could always be busy, but you want to be busy with the right stuff. Like Mary Kay always said, before 9 and after 9, that was your learning time or whatever. But between 9 and 9 in the day, those were your people hours. So how this IPA sheet works is it says week 1. So so this is tracking the whole month on this particular IPA sheet. So it's breaking it down. So it's week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And then at the top, it's giving you what all the income producing activities are. So for example, it's A, hold a skincare class. B, have a $100 day. C, every 2 makeovers held. D, leadership interview, or a Pearl, appointment where we do the practice interview. E, brought a guest to meeting. F, follow up after a marketing call. G, you had 5 new contacts or referrals. H, 2 new bookings. I, 1 new team member. J, you did 10 reach outs, and that could be to customers or booking new appointments or whatever. So it's on here, on this particular sheet, it's covering them all. So it's if you just want to be a part-time consultant, you just need to pick you need to do 10 activities a week. So here's all your options up here, and you just pick whichever 10 you want to do, and you could be A, G, I, J, B, B, A, J. And those could be your 10 activities that were income producing activities for the week. Then it's if you want to be a consultant full-time, and just so you know, full-time consultant in Mary Kay does not mean 40 hours. I would say that's 15 to 20 hours a week or something. That is doing 15 activities a week. Driving free, you want to drive free, you need to do 20 IPAs a week. And if you want to move into DIQ, do 35 IPAs a week. Now, they're simple because you could bring 5 guests to a meeting, right? So it'd be like E. And then all those people gave you referrals, right? Well, let's say you had 5 people at a meeting and they each left you 10 names and numbers. That right there is like 20 IPAs in one night. So I was working like 50 hours a week at least at the zoo when I was earning my car. And I had Steve in my life. It was manageable. It was totally manageable. So this is not going to take over your life. You're just working smart, not hard. And you're taking advantage of your lunch hour. You're just taking advantages of little pockets of time, and you're maximizing your time. So these are IPAs, and I love IPAs. They keep you on target so that every week you're doing what is growing your business. You're not just like reading your magazine, and that's important, but this is where you're going to grow. And then the other thing I wanted to show you was a sales goal sheet. So that's tracking you week to week, right? That is showing you what to do every week based on what your goal is. And then the other thing is this is a resource that's there, and this is a sales goal. And so this is my monthly sales goal tracking sheet. And so this is available to you on there too. So what it does is it has you pick out a picture of what your sales goal is for the month. So like I remember one month, there was a friend of mine, and she was wanting an iPad. She went to Best Buy, she priced it out. It was expensive. And so she like had a little picture of her iPad. And then she had her sales goal like right up there at the top. So she knew how much it was, and then she put in the accessories she wanted to go with it. And so then you just know if something's $1,000, then your goal is to sell $2,000, right? Well, anyway, what this does is this is giving you the 60-40 split. And so with your money and your profits, what a lot of people do is what's called a 60-40 split. So 50% is obviously going to ordering or reordering your product. But then instead of you keeping that whole 50%, this is where the 40 comes in, is 40% would be your profit. But then you could take that 10% if you chose to, and that's the money that you could put aside to go to like Mary Kay events. So you could save a little bit of money every month and put it aside in like a little piggy jar or something. And that could be like every month you're putting aside money for seminar. You're putting away money to enroll your customers in the preferred customer program when that comes up. You're putting away a little bit of money for like section 2 things. So like if you wanted to get, I don't know, lipstick samples or something like that. But this is a really cool tracking sheet because basically it helps you break it down. So it's like if your average sale per face is $40 or something, then it's like, okay, so if my goal is to sell, it's so cool. Let's just do the math. Let's say your sales goal, let's say you want to sell $1,500 that month. Okay, so $1,500, right, is your sales goal. And so you would be able to divide that by like $40 a face. Okay, you would take 1,500. Anyway, does that make sense? This sheet walks it through. Okay, so we're going to take, let's say your average sale per face is $40. And then if your retail goal is $1,500, and you could take that by $40 a face, then that's saying you need to see 37 faces that month in order to sell $1,500. So it's really, really, really helpful because then it's like, okay, so if I need to see 37 faces, then and there's 4 weeks in a month, then I need to see 9 faces a week. Well, I could do 2 parties that week, and one party could be with 4 people and another party could be with 5 people. Or I could do 3 parties of 3. But it helps you break it down so that you logistically know how to hit your sales goal. And then that leads into like making sure you're going to hit your STAR goal, right? To be a STAR consultant. And it just one thing leads into another. So again, as long as you have 600 wholesale every month, then you're always going to be a STAR. And then anything over that is going to help go towards like the half court This is the other video if you haven't watched that one and you're like, I don't know what you're saying right now. It's okay. We'll catch you up. So anyway, but that, my friends, is tracking weekly and monthly and giving yourself like targets so that you can chase after them. So yes. And then I am always here to help. So I love helping like strategize goals, and I love knowing what you're going after. But yeah, you definitely want to use like the tracking sheet. Like we have our unit. It's like that the wild thing, that tracking sheet where it helps you figure out where you want to play that month, like with 15 faces, 30 faces, 45 or 60 faces. And it's a tracking sheet. And so that is under one of the keys. You've probably already seen it. And if you haven't, know it's coming. So you'll be good to go. All right, friends, I will talk to you later.